And the next thing you know, she's dead. Ray J was the last person to see her alive. He let the dealer in, but she was sober, right?
Jaguar Wright's latest revelations have sent shockwaves across the entertainment world, reopening old wounds and casting new shadows over the legacy of Whitney Houston. Jaguar suggests that Whitney's connection with Ray J may have held layers of secrecy and hidden motives, pointing toward a complex and potentially dangerous dynamic between them. According to Jaguar, there were far more sinister undercurrents at play involving Ray J and high-profile figures like Clive Davis and Sean Diddy Combs. This web of intrigue raises questions about power, manipulation, and the dangerous games that may unfold behind the scenes of fame. The connection between Whitney Houston and Ray J has long intrigued fans, but Jaguar's claims suggest there was much more than met the eye. According to her, Ray J wasn't merely a companion or friend to Whitney in her final days. He may have been an active player in a darker narrative. In Jaguar's version, Whitney possessed knowledge of Hollywood's most guarded secrets, leveraging what she knew to maintain some control over her life and career. These secrets, she hints, could have included knowledge about Ray J's personal or professional relationships, potentially making Whitney a target for those who wanted to keep such information under wraps. Ray J, once viewed as Whitney's close companion, is now cast in a different light through these claims. Jaguar hints at the possibility of betrayal, questioning whether Ray J's intentions were ever truly sincere. She even suggests that he might have facilitated her access to substances, indirectly contributing to her tragic downfall. This allegation suggests a betrayal of trust, as Whitney trusted him during some of the most vulnerable moments of her life. However, the story takes an even darker turn when Jaguar introduces the idea of a power trio, including Clive Davis and Diddy, who may have been involved in Whitney's untimely demise. Clive Davis, the legendary music mogul who played a central role in Whitney's career, he is accused of controlling her public image, allegedly putting his reputation above her well-being. Clive's powerful influence over Whitney's life and career is well documented, but Jaguar alleges that his reach may have extended far beyond typical management, implying manipulation that went deeper, compromising her personal autonomy. Diddy's involvement, as Jaguar describes, adds another layer of complexity. Known for his powerful connections and influence, Diddy has been linked to numerous controversies and industry rumors. Jaguar claims that Diddy and Clive's bond ran deep, dating back to the early days of Diddy's career, with hints of compromising favors exchanged between them. According to Jaguar, Diddy played a crucial role in maintaining the industry's power structure, helping to orchestrate a world in which public figures could be molded and even sacrificed for fame and fortune. Perhaps the most disturbing claim from Jaguar's revelations is that Whitney was allegedly planning to release a tell-all book before her death. If true, this book would have contained details about Clive Davis and other industry players, exposing secrets that could have shaken the entertainment world. Jaguar posits that Whitney's death was no mere accident, but rather a premeditated act to silence her. She goes further, suggesting that Whitney's passing was orchestrated as part of a larger scheme to protect the interests of those at the top, effectively branding her as a calculated sacrifice within Hollywood's ruthless hierarchy. Jaguar's narrative implies that the evidence of foul play goes beyond mere conjecture. She points to injuries allegedly found on Whitney's body as indicators that her death was far from peaceful. According to her, Ray J wasn't just an innocent bystander that night, but a key player closely connected to both Clive and Diddy, which made him an ideal candidate for their alleged scheme. Footage of Ray J socializing with Clive and Diddy is cited as further proof of his alignment with them, raising eyebrows over just how deep these connections ran and what they entailed. The allegations also bring up long-standing industry whispers, with some saying that Diddy owed Clive Davis in ways that went beyond traditional mentorship. Speculation abounds that their relationship was built on a foundation of mutual benefit and silent understandings, with each party holding certain advantages over the other. These types of alliances, Jaguar suggests, allow for behind-the-scenes control over stars like Whitney, shaping both their public images and private lives in ways that benefit those holding the reins. Jaguar Wright's claims serve as a chilling reminder of the hidden power dynamics within the entertainment industry. Her accusations push people to question the industry's polished veneer, revealing what may lie beneath the surface: a world of manipulation, betrayals, and sacrifices for fame. With such allegations in the open, fans are left to wonder about the extent to which Hollywood's elite will go to protect their interests. Whether or not these claims hold any truth, Jaguar's revelations have ignited a fresh conversation about the music industry's darker side, shedding light on the sacrifices and secrecy that might lurk behind the glamour of fame. In the end, the story of Whitney Houston's life and death remains a complex puzzle, with each new claim offering yet another perspective on a tragedy that continues to haunt the entertainment world. As fans and onlookers digest these allegations, the discussion around Whitney's legacy and the potential hidden forces at play in Hollywood will likely continue to grow, forever shaping the way we view both her life and her untimely passing. Jaguar Wright's explosive claims about Whitney Houston's relationship with Ray J have reignited public curiosity, painting their bond in a controversial new light. According to Jaguar, Ray J, who was seen as Whitney's closest confidant in her final years, may have had deeper motives than just friendship. At the time, Whitney, 5 years post-divorce from Bobby Brown, was finding her way back into the limelight, and rumors of a romantic link with Ray J, 17 years her junior, quickly took hold. While neither Whitney nor Ray J ever confirmed the relationship, their age gap and frequent public appearances together from high-end dinners to nightclubs stoked endless tabloid speculation that the public's fascination with Whitney's relationship with Ray J may be tied to her high-profile, tumultuous marriage with Bobby Brown, which had left an indelible mark on her public image. In his memoir, Bobby revealed the turbulent nature of their relationship, which was filled with substance issues, domestic conflicts, and constant cycles of breaking up and reconciling. Their marriage became a kind of emotional roller coaster, both deeply loving and deeply destructive. However, it was Whitney's alleged connection with Tupac Shakur, which Bobby detailed as a source of profound heartbreak, that added an unexpected twist to the narrative. Rumors hinted that Whitney had an affair with Tupac, a close friend of Bobby's who had even considered signing with Tupac's label at one point. The revelation was a devastating blow to Bobby, and Whitney's grief over Tupac's tragic death in 1996 left a lasting impression on their marriage, further fueling their emotional turmoil. Eventually, Bobby reached his limit, weighed down by the chaos surrounding their relationship and Whitney's struggles with addiction. When Whitney went to rehab, Bobby was often seen as the villain by outsiders and even by counselors, despite his own efforts to remain clean. The split was painful, not only for the couple but also for their daughter, Bobby Christina, who found herself caught in the emotional fallout of her parents' separation. Starting fresh, Bobby left without demanding much, moving to Los Angeles with just $5,000 to his name and reconnecting with Alicia, a childhood friend who would later become his second wife. Amidst the breakup, rumors intensified about Whitney's alleged romance with Ray J. Despite his claims that they were merely friends, their repeated appearances together only fueled suspicions. Just days before Whitney's tragic death in February 2012, the two were spotted together, leading many to wonder what had really been going on between them in her final days. According to Jaguar, Ray J might have been more than just a companion. He may have played a darker role in Whitney's life, allegedly providing her with substances that deepened her battle with addiction. Although Whitney had publicly denied drug use in interviews, her friends and family reported her struggles, and Ray J himself reportedly witnessed her declining health. Whitney's struggles with addiction were never far from public view, and she tried multiple times to get clean through rehab. Yet her rebellious streak, as she described it, kept her fighting between her desire to just have fun and her need to break free from addiction. Despite her resilience, addiction seemed to hold a relentless grip over her life. Adding to this tragic narrative is the influence of music moguls like Clive Davis and Sean Diddy Combs, who were allegedly manipulating events from behind the scenes. Clive Davis, the mastermind behind Arista Records, played an instrumental role in Whitney's rise to superstardom, helping to shape her career and her image. However, by the early 2000s, their relationship had begun to fray. Whitney appeared to be pulling away from Davis's influence, a sign to some that she was trying to regain control over her life and career. Her 2002 interview with Diane Sawyer revealed the intense pressure she faced in the industry. In that candid discussion, Whitney opened up about her struggles with addiction, her volatile relationship with Bobby, and her complicated dealings with Clive Davis and the music business. It seemed Whitney was ready to expose some of the darker realities of an industry that prioritized profits over well-being. Jaguar Wright's allegations paint an even more sinister picture. She suggests that Whitney's knowledge of certain industry secrets, including her tensions with Clive Davis, may have made her a target. According to Jaguar, Clive Davis, Ray J, and even Diddy had vested interests in keeping Whitney under control, raising the disturbing possibility of foul play. The suggestion that Whitney's death might not have been a tragic accident, but rather the result of a carefully orchestrated scheme, has left fans and observers questioning the circumstances surrounding her final days. Clive Davis and Diddy's long-standing influence and close connection with Ray J only deepen this mystery. Jaguar claims that Ray J's ties to Clive and Diddy made him a useful player in their alleged scheme, with footage showing Ray J frequently socializing with them, even referring to Diddy as a role model. This connection has led some to believe that these powerful figures might have had an interest in ensuring that Whitney's secrets remained buried. Ultimately, Jaguar's revelations reignite questions about the hidden forces within the music industry and the price that some stars may pay for fame. Whitney's life and tragic death remain a puzzle with layers of secrets and unresolved controversies. While these allegations remain speculative, they prompt the public to reevaluate the forces that shaped her life and, potentially, her death. Whitney Houston's legacy as a beloved music icon continues, but so too do the mysteries and questions about what she may have truly endured in her final days. In the days leading up to her tragic passing, Clive Davis described Whitney Houston as vibrant and healthy, confidently displaying her commitment to a healthier lifestyle. She proudly showed him that she had quit smoking, which seemed to signal her dedication to a fresh start. Davis, believing in Whitney's renewed strength, even rescheduled a recording session for August, convinced she was ready for a powerful comeback. Reflecting on their final moments together in his hotel suite just 48 hours before her death, Davis shared how Whitney appeared in great shape, full of energy and determination to reclaim her career and voice. Following her sudden passing, Davis opened up about those last interactions, reflecting on Whitney's commitment to rebuilding her life. So he shared in an interview that their final encounter, just 2 days before her death, had left him optimistic. Whitney was enthusiastic, proudly showing Davis how she had removed nicotine from her system, as if marking a personal triumph over her long-standing struggles. That afternoon together felt filled with hope, and he was confident in her renewed focus and health. Remembering their shared history, Davis doesn't only focus on Whitney's tragic end, but also reminisces about their unforgettable beginning. He recalls meeting Whitney for the first time at a small club called Sweetwater, where she auditioned for him, performing The Greatest Love of All. This song held special significance for Davis as he had commissioned it nearly a decade earlier for a Muhammad Ali biopic. But when he heard Whitney's powerful rendition, he was struck by her voice's depth, intensity, and vulnerability, qualities that exceeded even the songwriter's original vision. "I'll never forget it," he reminisced, recalling how this first meeting marked the beginning of their unique journey together. However, as Davis nostalgically recounted these moments, whispers of controversy emerged, casting shadows over Whitney's death and his role in her life. Questions arose about the financial gains he reportedly received from posthumous album sales and his tell-all memoir, which some saw as capitalizing on her memory. Even more unsettling were rumors about the infamous pre-Grammy parties he hosted, glamorous gatherings attended by Hollywood's elite. Some found it disturbing that these parties allegedly continued mere floors away from where Whitney's body lay. It became a widely criticized decision, with many close to Whitney describing it as deeply disrespectful to her memory. The idea that the celebrations continued as if nothing had happened disturbed both her loved ones and fans. Whitney's long-standing struggles with addiction were well documented, and it was no secret that she often attended high-profile events where temptation was present. Some reports suggest that these glamorous gatherings, including Davis's parties, created an environment where insiders reportedly turned a blind eye to her struggles. Whitney's appearance at the 2001 pre-Grammy party, where she seemed out of sorts, is frequently cited as an instance where her issues were visible, yet little intervention seemed to take place. Rumors swirl that Davis and others in the industry may have unintentionally contributed to an atmosphere that overlooked Whitney's struggles. Then, there's an even darker theory. Some fans have speculated that the pre-Grammy party was more than just a celebration. To them, it felt almost ritualistic, as though pulled from the pages of a Hollywood thriller. When tragedy struck on February 11, 2012, Whitney's assistant discovered her lifeless in a bathtub just hours before she was scheduled to perform. This eerie timing, combined with the decision to continue with the party, fueled unsettling questions and theories. For some, the idea that such a high-profile event went on while Whitney's body was still in the same building felt too bizarre to be mere coincidence. The complex web of Whitney's life, her struggles, and the industry's pressures continues to provoke questions even today. Davis's decision to proceed with the pre-Grammy party has left a lasting impact, leading many to wonder if the industry truly protected Whitney as much as it capitalized on her immense talent. Fans and close friends alike remain conflicted, seeing both Whitney's phenomenal rise to fame and her heartbreaking fall as emblematic of the entertainment industry's often harsh realities. For all the glamour and success, there's also a world of pressure, silence, and unseen forces shaping stars' lives. While Clive Davis speaks of Whitney with warmth, admiration, and respect, the circumstances around her final days are a reminder of the complicated and, at times, exploitative nature of fame. Whitney's legacy is as luminous as it is haunting, marked by an unforgettable voice and an enigmatic end that still leaves questions unanswered. For those who loved her, Whitney Houston remains a timeless icon, her memory both celebrated and tinged with the mysteries that may never be fully unraveled. Here is a refined and corrected version of the paragraph with minor adjustments for clarity and any potentially incorrect wording. When Whitney Houston's bodyguard, Ray Watson, arrived on the scene, he immediately tried to save her, making a desperate attempt to keep the beloved singer alive. Paramedics arrived quickly as well, but despite everyone's efforts, Whitney was pronounced dead at 3:55 p.m. News of her passing rippled through Los Angeles and far beyond, sparking disbelief and profound sorrow. The coroner's report ultimately listed accidental drowning as the official cause of death, noting heart disease and drug use as contributing factors. However, what should have provided closure instead opened the door to unsettling questions. While substances were found in Whitney's system, the coroner clarified they were not present in lethal amounts, and she had still been alive when she went underwater. This detail puzzled many and left fans, friends, and family with lingering doubts. Initial investigations ruled out foul play, but as the LA County Coroner's Office performed further autopsies and toxicology tests, they confirmed drowning as the cause, while also noting the presence of heart disease and traces of drugs. Although no visible injuries were found, whispers of unease persisted among her fans, who found it difficult to accept this as a mere accident. The case's lead coroner, Ed Winter, even hinted at the potential for foul play, revealing that prescription pill bottles were discovered on the scene, though not in dangerously high quantities. As if these tragic revelations weren't enough, just hours after Whitney's passing, her longtime mentor, Clive Davis, made a decision that shocked many. He proceeded with a pre-Grammy celebration at the very hotel, the Beverly Hilton, where Whitney's body had been found. This choice sparked outrage and disbelief among Whitney's closest friends and fans. Some questioned how anyone so deeply connected to her could celebrate in the same building where she had just taken her final breath. Defending the decision, Davis claimed the event was meant as a tribute, insisting it was what Whitney would have wanted. However, many close to her, including singer Chaka Khan, vehemently disagreed. Chaka, herself in recovery, condemned the decision to proceed with the party, calling it pure insanity and stating that Whitney would have wanted the event to pause in her honor. Reflecting on Whitney's struggle with addiction, Chaka pointed out that it was likely a grave mistake for Whitney to have arrived a week before her scheduled performance. Disturbed by images of Whitney in her final days, seemingly struggling as she left clubs and appearing unsteady, Chaka expressed her shock and sadness, noting how surreal it felt that people were celebrating downstairs while Whitney had been struggling so publicly. Meanwhile, as news of her passing reached Whitney's loved ones, her ex-husband, Bobby Brown, rushed to the hotel only to be stopped by police, preventing him from seeing her one last time. Whitney's daughter, Bobby Christina, was left alone and grieving in the hallway, desperate for a final moment with her mother. In a neighboring suite, a strange mix of friends, including Monica and Ray J, gathered just floors away from where Whitney's body lay. For many, it was an unsettling collision of celebration and mourning, a scene that blurred the line between respect and insensitivity. The incident left a bitter taste among Whitney's friends and family. Bobby Brown's brother, Tommy, attempted to address the situation by clearing the room, hoping to create a more solemn atmosphere, but it proved challenging. Word quickly spread about the strange scene. Friends and fans gathered in mourning, while others appeared to carry on with the festivities. Many questioned whether Whitney's struggles with addiction and fame were ignored, her battles masked by the industry's glitter and glamour. Clive Davis's choice to proceed with the party, coupled with rumors of Whitney's visible struggles in her final days, left a deep sense of unease. For many fans, Whitney Houston's passing was not only the end of a legendary voice but a poignant reminder of the harsh pressures and blurred ethics within the entertainment industry. Whitney's life, filled with incredible highs and tragic lows, continues to evoke reflection on the nature of fame and the support that stars need but don't always receive. Her passing became not just a moment of loss but a catalyst for introspection, challenging how the world views its idols and reminding us all of the cost that often comes with stardom. Whitney Houston remains a symbol of both extraordinary talent and vulnerability, her memory celebrated and mourned as fans, friends, and family grapple with unanswered questions surrounding her final days. As Whitney Houston's body remained in the hotel, fans were stunned and outraged, struggling to understand how such disrespect could be shown during her final moments. In the days leading up to her passing, an eerie video emerged that raised even more questions. During an interview, Whitney discreetly passed a note to Brandy and said the word "drowned" aloud. The look on Brandy's face upon reading the note hinted at a deeper meaning, and Whitney even mentioned, "I nearly drowned today, not once but twice." Many believe that Brandy may hold the key to this message, suggesting she could reveal its contents if not restrained by fear of the truth it may hold. Adding to the unsettling chain of events, psychic Sloan Bella, who had previously predicted other high-profile events, claimed that Whitney nearly drowned the day before her death. Reportedly, a leak was noticed by someone in the room below hers, prompting hotel management to check on Whitney's room. When they entered, they allegedly found her in the bathtub, needing assistance. The decision to proceed with the party only hours after Whitney was found has left fans and friends questioning the respect shown for her memory. The narrative takes on another dimension when considering the tragic losses that followed in Whitney's inner circle. Her daughter, Bobby Christina, later died under eerily similar circumstances, found unresponsive in a bathtub and never fully recovering. In addition, her former partner, Nick Gordon, also passed away under troubling conditions. Even Bobby Brown Jr., Whitney's stepson, passed away shortly thereafter. For many, this sequence of events feels like more than tragic coincidence, hinting instead at a broader pattern of misfortune, neglect, or, as some believe, possible foul play. In the public eye, Whitney's death has become emblematic of a deeper unease with the music industry's treatment of vulnerable stars. The lingering questions around her passing have intensified conversations about how fame and fortune often come with an unspoken price. While Whitney became fraught with challenges and secrets that have yet to be fully understood, the unsettling details surrounding Whitney's final days have sparked ongoing reflection on the nature of fame and the ethics of an industry that seems to both celebrate and exploit its stars. For her devoted fans, Whitney's death remains more than just a personal tragedy. It serves as a painful reminder of the need for greater compassion and support for those navigating the pressures of fame. Her story has become a catalyst for introspection, challenging fans, friends, and even the industry itself to reassess how they treat their idols, both in life and in death. In the end, Whitney Houston's memory endures not only as a symbol of extraordinary talent but also as a reminder of the vulnerability behind stardom. Her tragic end and the unresolved questions surrounding it leave fans with a bittersweet legacy, one that honors her achievements while acknowledging the unseen struggles that marked her life. Whitney's story encourages a re-examination of the cost of fame and highlights the need for better support structures within an industry that all too often turns a blind eye to those in need.